Hi, this is Demetria Clark with Homes by Demetria, and today in this episode of our podcast, we're going to be talking about and answering the question, what is a home inspection? What does a home inspection cover? So a home inspection evaluates a property's condition by a licensed inspector. The inspector covers the home's major systems and components. And this helps to identify any issues or defects that may need to be addressed before purchasing or selling of the property. Here are some of the areas typically covered during a home inspection. So even if you don't need a home inspection for your mortgage, even if you're going to buy a property as is, it's never a bad idea to get a home inspection because it's going to go over, I'm going to go over that in a second, the things that they go over, but it can be a great way for you to make a little list of what you need to do. So even if you're not getting financing or you're not, doing anything like that, and you want this house no matter what, a home inspection report can be a great way for you to make a list and prioritize what needs to be taken care of first. So here are the 8 things that are typically covered by a home inspection, and you'll find on a home inspection report. So this is structural components. These can include the foundation, walls, roof, and framing. So they're going to be looking under crawl spaces. They're going to be checking out cracks in the foundation if there are any, if there's signs of water damage. They're going to do the same with the walls, the roof, and the framing. They look for cracks, worn, or deteriorated parts of roof and things that can affect the structural integrity of the framing, things like termites. We bought a house once, and we knew this when we bought it because we had a home inspection report, where we knew we were going to have to replace a whole external wall and then shore up the second floor, which actually had a third floor, like 9-foot attic above it, but we knew that beforehand, and so we could budget that in, that this renovation was going to cost us all that, and that they're going to be basically taking off one side of the house and rebuilding it. So, it can help you determine if there's pests that have hurt the structural components of your house. The next is the electrical system. So the inspection will evaluate the electrical panel, wiring, outlets. Basically, they're just making sure everything's safe. They're making sure that, your fuses are good, and that if you have, really old wiring, that it's not, as far as they can tell without ripping your walls out, right? That it isn't fraying, or that there isn't something that's eaten through a lot of it. They're going to just check for damage. Now, obviously, things inside of walls, it's not foolproof, but they may suggest getting in an electrician if they feel that there are issues present or some things that need to be addressed. The plumbing systems are number 3. The inspector will check the plumbing for leaks, water pressure, drainage. So, it's making sure that all your plumbing systems are in order. If you're connected to a septic system or something like that, they're going to take a look at those things. You may need to get in a separate septic inspector if your home inspector can't do that. Then they're going to check all of your heating and air ventilation systems. So they're going to make sure that these are going good. They're going to make sure that they're safe, that they're not leaking freon, anything like that. Number 4 here, HVAC systems, that's what they're going to cover. Number 5 is roofing. So the inspector will evaluate the roof's age, condition, signs of damage, signs of, moss growing in a shady area, or deterioration of shingles or metal or anything like that. They're going to be the ones who are going to evaluate that and let you know. Some home inspectors will give you video and pictures and drone flyovers. So they're going to really give you a lot of resources. I know the last few home inspections I had done, the report was great. They said something was funny and I had a picture of it and I could visualize it along with their description and what the problem was. It really helped me understand the depth of the problem. So then they're going to, in number 6, they're going to check out the exterior. So they will assess the exterior of the property, make sure the siding, the windows, the doors, all of those things are in working order, or if there's an issue, they're noted. They're going to make sure that if you have a facade on the outside of your house, that it's, in good condition. So they're going to do a full inspection of the exterior of your home. So they're going to be looking at siding, and if there's something that isn't lined up, what's going on, gutters, downspouts, things like that. Number 7 is the interior. So this means the inspector is going to look at the property's interior, including the walls, ceilings, and floors, make sure there's signs of, water damage in the ceilings or floors buckling, or a potential floor joist that isn't properly connected or rotting or something like that. There's so much that they can do when they get down and dirty and looking at everything that's going on. Sometimes people, when they're selling their house, are really afraid of someone having a home inspector, and because they're going to find problems. They're always going to find problems. I mean, it's very, very rare that a home inspection is like 100% A1 perfect. It just, houses are used and they're old, and, things happen, and, settling occurs. There's always things that are going on. But if you've managed to maintain your home pretty well, then your home inspection report shouldn't be a huge surprise. Number 8, appliances. So this will include anything that's included in the sale in reference to appliances: stove, refrigerator, dishwasher, washer, dryer, stuff like that. The reality is that appliances come and go, unfortunately. I mean, I don't feel like I can get the same appliances like that last 50 years like they used to. I had a washing machine that was like 40 years old when my kids were little, and I still think it was one of the best washing machines that I ever owned, and I got it used for $50. So the reality is that, appliances are appliances. If you need everything to be in perfect working order when you move in, then that's something that you're going to definitely want to take a good look at on the inspection report. So a home inspection report will generally detail any defects or issues found during the inspection, along with recommendations for repairs or further evaluation by a specialist if necessary. And your real estate agent or, local contractors in the area could make referrals if you were a purchaser and you wanted certain things fixed as soon as you moved in. There's always good resources out there. So the reality is that don't be afraid of a home inspection report. Don't be afraid of getting one, and don't be afraid of having one done on your house. The reality is it just lets everyone come to the table with full knowledge. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what's going on inside of my walls. I don't know. I don't understand how all of my plumbing systems work, but I certainly wouldn't want to buy or sell a home to someone and have them find a big surprise. It's definitely, you do your best to take care of things and to pass them on to families that'll move in and have a great experience in their new home. And that's something that we can help give each other with using things and tools like home inspections. Thanks for listening, and have a great day. This is Demetria Clark with Homes by Demetria.